What's going on, air signs, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini? Welcome to your reading for the beginning of December 2021. This is the Autistic Mystic. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this reading, air signs, we're going to take a look at some upcoming opportunities and challenges that you may be facing here in the beginning of December. And we're also going to get some advice and messages from your angels and spirit guides regarding the beginning of December 2021 for you. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages that resonate with you and your situation and leave behind the ones that don't resonate for you. This is a little different than what I usually do. We're going to combine all the different air signs here, so make sure to use your intuition as to how this applies to you. Also, be sure to smash that like button so that all the air signs out there can find this reading. The more people that like, comment, and share the video, the more that YouTube promotes it, and that also helps me grow this channel. So without further ado, air signs, let's go ahead and do 4 shuffles for you and see what's going on here for the beginning of December 2021. We're also going to be utilizing this oracle deck, which I have pre-shuffled for you to see what is going on here for you. All right, so let's go ahead and do 4 shuffles and see what's going on. As always, I want to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides for overseeing this active divination for the air signs that will watch this video. Beginning of December messages for the air signs, please. Beginning of December messages for the air signs, please. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Beginning of December messages for the air signs, please. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And just so you know, as we move through this reading, I will be clarifying all the cards as well to see exactly what is going on here for you. All right, first off, let's make sure that you can see all of these cards here. Interesting here, air signs. So let's start off for you here in the opportunity slot for you. So this top row up here, air signs, is all about your opportunity here for the beginning of December. Now we start off with this oracle message that says within the next few months. So your opportunity here, it looks like to plan something for within the next few months. Something's going to happen here. You definitely have some good feelings for love, right? You have the Knight of Cups, the Page of Wands, and also the Ten of Cups here for your opportunity. So I definitely see there's a certain someone in your reality that you're looking to build a future with, right? You have this Knight of Cups, and then you also have this Ten of Cups. This is all about love and emotions. And it shows, you know, with this oracle card that you're planning on something big here. I just feel like it's in the developing stages. Whatever you got going on, if you're talking to someone, I feel like a lot of you air signs out there are eyeing a specific individual here who you really feel like you can build a family with, who you feel very romantically involved with. You do have this Two of Cups right here as well. So it's looking really powerful for love for you here for the beginning of December. That's what I'd be focusing on for the opportunity. Now you also have this Page of Wands here, air signs, which shows that you should be a little bit adventurous as you move through the beginning of December here. This is also a good card for any sort of financial endeavor that you're going into for the opportunity. So here I get the sense that on one hand, air signs, you're going to be planning how are you going to meet up with someone here and really start a family with them. If you're already in a relationship, I could see it improving, re-sparking the love romance here. But for a lot of you guys, don't be afraid to make some moves here, right? The Page of Wands is a fun-loving energy that utilizes the law of attraction in a really free-flowing way. It's kind of like the Page of Cups here, but since it's that fire element, this just shows that, you know, don't be afraid to let your heart guide you rather than your practicality. You know, the Page of Wands is kind of a practical card of getting things done, but it really just says follow your heart and be open to life. So it's a really powerful opportunity for you to set up your love life here air signs for the beginning of December. I like the prospects that we see. And within the next few months, I feel like a lot of you guys, within the next few months, there's an opportunity for that relationship to really get going or to really improve within the next few months for some of you already in a relationship. Now let's move, and we're going to clarify that in a second, but let's move on, air signs, to your challenge here for the beginning of December. Your challenge is, we have the Five of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Two of Cups here. And the challenge oracle message is a year from now. So intuitively, I get the sense that a lot of you guys, you have someone on your mind that it might take a little bit to get with this person. So the challenge is a year from now, right? The opportunity is within the next few months. So I feel like you're dealing with a love situation for you air signs that may take a little bit longer than what you would like, because this is the challenge, right? There are some things that you're going to have to work through with this person, whoever you're dealing with. We have this Five of Wands, and we also have the Two of Cups. And whenever that comes up in a reading, and this is really turning into a love reading for a lot of you out there, this does indicate competition with love, okay? This indicates that you're eyeing someone, but you feel like there's a lot of competition, a lot of other people involved here. The Five of Wands is kind of playing like a power play game. So for some of you with this person, you could be playing some head games with each other, like a lot of flirty, I get flirtatious energy, I can't even speak, with this Page of Wands, Knight of Cups, like going back and forth in a very flirty manner. But for some of you, this is going to involve other people. So the problem is, a year from now, I see you being with this person, but in the meantime, you're going to have to deal with the pain of them talking to other people and things like that. This could be a third-party situation, right? Two of Cups to the Five of Wands, competition in love. Now, the challenge as well here, you have this Knight of Swords in your challenge spot, air signs. And I feel, this is a card of air as well, right? The Knight of Swords. So the challenge for you guys, I feel, is wanting to push forward and just claiming this relationship, right? You just want to claim it. Look at this. You have the Two of Cups, or the Ten of Cups and the Two of Cups right here, right? And then you have two Knights, the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Swords. So there's a forward-moving courtship type energy. I feel like there's a desire for you guys to move something forward. For some of you, I intuitively feel like you're waiting on someone and you're like, why are they not reaching out yet? Well, I feel like there's a lot of competition and third parties involved here. So the challenge is for you guys to kind of wait for this, honestly, because look at the two oracle messages, right? Within the next few months and a year. So there's this waiting game that you guys are playing with someone. Now, the challenge as well, if you look at how this reading is laid out here, guys, air signs, you have this Knight of Swords that wants to charge right into that Five of Wands. So this indicates to me that a lot of you guys are feeling challenged not to let your ego take over here a little bit. There could be some actions that you want to take to kind of secure this person. For this really has just turned into a love reading, so I'm sorry for those of you not interested in love. That's what's coming through for the collective. There's this feeling like you want to aggravate people who your person is dealing with, like you want to cut through the competition. And so the challenge for you is playing the waiting game with grace. I feel like if you rush forward here and you just try to maneuver things and force things, you got to sink into your true power of manifestation rather than trying to force it. So there is a challenge of waiting for this person. And some of you are going to have to ask yourself the question, am I willing to wait a year? A year is going to pass anyway. So you might as well wait if you really do love this person. But I do sense that being a challenge for you guys. Now let's move on here to the advice and the message from your spirit guides. I feel like what could be blocking a lot of you guys is holding on to a certain situation, right? The advice and from the spirit, the advice and the message is the Three of Swords to the Death card. You guys got to let something go. Your spirit guides right now are telling you to clear space in your life. This is all about letting go of any sort of past trauma. And really, I feel like it has to do with certain relationships in the past that hold you back from entering the new, right? A lot of you guys, you have this opportunity with love for this person with the Knight of Cups to the Ten of Cups, and you have this Page of Wands. But a lot of you, I feel like you fall into thoughts of doubt, and it's almost like you're not giving it space to evolve because you just want it instantly. So there's something here about clearing space, letting something go. The Death card is about a total reset. And you combine that with the Three of Swords here. There's some sort of heartache that you guys are holding on to. I feel like this is the pain from past relationships for a lot of you. Now, this could be an ex for some of you who's coming back here. And so you're kind of projecting things. And the oracle message here is take action. Right, so I do feel like you guys have to take action on your own healing while you wait for this person. Because you have the Star card here, air signs. So this is all about the inner world, right? This is about clearing space on the internal side of life. And it also could indicate bright prospects like fame and fortune and things like that. This card contains a lot of information with it. But I do sense like the overall feeling is like, rather than taking external action and trying to force something, you guys got to tap into your true power, your true God energy or your goddess energy, heal yourself, and wait for the time is right. You know, the message from Spirit is to take action. So some of you, it may actually be wise to kind of bulldoze your way into this person's reality. But for the vast majority, I feel take action on the internal level. Do something, you know, today that your future self will thank you for. Be the person that you want to be with, if that makes any sense. You know, like attracts like. So raise your own vibration. Let's really get into your reading now, though, air signs, and see what Spirit has to say about some of these cards. So let's go ahead and clarify this 10 of Cups for the air signs. Why is this here in the opportunity slot for the beginning of December? A lot of you, this could be just improving your home life if you're already in a relationship. But like I said, I feel like this is a lot of you guys clearing space for this to land. Let's see what Spirit has to say, though. Why is this 10 of Cups here for the air signs? What is this 10 of Cups doing here for the air signs? Why is the 10 of Cups here for the air signs? Okay. All right, guys. Yeah, we have the Lovers card popping out here. Okay, I intuitively felt like I needed to take this card. So there's certainly someone here, the Lovers, the 10 of Cups, Knight of Cups. I mean, there's someone within the next few months here that you have bright prospects with. I feel like in the beginning of December for you guys, though, it's all about laying the ground. You know, this is a very flirty energy, like I said. So don't be afraid to kind of build up the foreplay with this person, air signs. Like, I feel like there's something that you guys need to do here that will increase your probability of actually being with this person. So maybe you have to go out of your way to give a gift to this person, or just to maintain the spark within the relationship is what I'm sensing here. So there's certainly something you have to do here with this lover to maintain this, but it's an opportunity for love. You know, there's no doubt about that here, right? Look into this Lovers card, guys. It's amazing. So let's move on, excuse me. Let's move on, air signs. Let's also clarify this Knight of Cups. Why not? Why is this Knight of Cups here in your opportunity slot for the beginning of December? All right, we have the Sorrow card coming out here right off the bat, jumping out. So I feel like there is a lot of past trauma in romantic relationships for you guys. You know, this says, it's clear as day, the Knight of Cups to the Sorrow card here. There's some sort of trauma around romance. And so I feel like, once again, this message down here is you guys are projecting what you think the relationship will be like. It's almost like you're already focused on what could go wrong rather than giving all your attention to what could go right with this person. You know, old people falling out of their life, them making space for you. It's all absolutely possible here, right? You have the 10 of Cups and the Lovers. Now you have the Sorrow card. So just make sure that you're not letting the past cloud the present moment. That's what humans do. You know, we really don't create from a space of the quantum infinite possibility, and we always just go off the past, but that keeps us in a perpetual cycle. So just be aware of that here. Let's move on to the challenge for you. I want to see why, you know, because this is the centerpiece of your reading, this Knight of Swords in the challenge spot. So let's see why this challenge is here. Why is the Knight of Swords here for the air signs? This could be a lot of overthinking. You know, you guys are an air sign, so that indicates the mind is very heavy in a lot of you. So let's see, though. Why is the Knight of Swords here? I feel like it's just the challenge is stop overthinking it. But let's see. Why is this Knight of Swords here for the air signs? Okay, we have the Existence card popping out of the deck. Quick jumper. So this is like the Magician card in traditional tarot, guys. This shows that you're forcing it and you're not letting it flow to you. Okay, within Existence is contained everything that you need. Everything that you need to exist properly. You know, this card is really about allowing your flow, allowing the flow of your life to unfold in a divine process rather than trying to force it here. So your challenge is that I feel like this person's going to come to you in the perfect timing, a year from now, within the next few months. The challenge for you guys is to sit back, relax, be your naked self, and enjoy the moment here while this process unfolds. Because I feel like someone's dealing with a third party here. Could be you that you're trying to chop the head off someone. Could be someone else though. And so there's this feeling like you guys are trying to bulldoze your way into a new process. But really you got to sit back and do the healing is what the challenge is. Let's also clarify this Five of Wands. Why is this here? This will tell us a lot. Why is the Five of Wands here for the air signs? Why is the Five of Wands here for the air signs? Okay, so the Five of Wands is clarified by the Understanding card here. So I feel like there's a deep understanding that someone's dealing with another person here. This definitely indicates competition. This could be an understanding that whoever your person is, they definitely have options here is what I'm getting, options. Because you see how there's a lot of birds up there, like there's many birds and there's a lot of people. So this does indicate an understanding about a bunch of different factors that are involved in this relationship. Now, I feel like what's coming up here though is like realize this is going to go away on its own. Intuitively, what I feel is if this is kind of what we call one of my mentors told me, this is kind of what we call the art of not blowing it. So if you guys can just sit back, relax, understand, I feel like this is a soul contract. You have existence, Two of Cups, Lovers, Knight of Cups, Ten of Cups, right? If you can just sit back, relax, and let it happen naturally, that you're not going to blow it. If you make a sudden movement that turns this person off, or you try to separate them from another person, that's what's going to put you in trouble here. So you got to let this fall away on its own. Understand that if you're meant to be with someone, you will be with them. There's no doubt about it. So there's some sort of emotional understanding that someone has to go through their own process here. You know, I remember I was in a relationship a number of years ago, and when I first broke up with this person, or we broke up, I just knew it was like this person had to go experiment. They had to go be with other people. They had to do their thing, but eventually that person came back to me, and it was like this understanding that yeah, they're gonna have to deal with other people right now, but if they're meant to be with me, they will always come back to you. If this is a true soul contract, they will always come back to you. And so and I don't even think they're gone. I just think there's something on the side that you just know about, and it's kind of irritating you and tempting you to use your ego to do negative things. So let's also clarify this Two of Cups here. So it might take a little bit, a year from now, for this person to undo all these ties to the past people. Let's see, why is this Two of Cups here though for the air signs? All right, we have the Transformation card here for the challenge. So what's coming through here is that on a subconscious level, I feel like both of you here in this relationship might be resisting it because you know how much transformation is going to come through this. Now, what's super interesting about this is that this is the same card in a different deck. So we have the Death card both ways here. So for a lot of you, I feel like the challenge is letting someone let go of something. That's definitely a part of this here. Intuitively, what I sense, whoever your person is that you're dealing with, air signs, you got to let them transform out of a situation with a third party. You got to sit back, because this is about them letting someone go. The other part to this read, though, the other part to this certain clarification, though, which is super crucial to understand, is that part of you may be subconsciously resisting the relationship because you realize how much it's going to transform you. So on one level, your mind says, yes, I want the relationship. On the reality, though, when shit hits the fan and you actually manifest this person, you may not actually be able to handle the amount of ecstasy that this person's going to give to you, because all of us are addicted to our baseline emotional state. And so we will do anything. We will self-sabotage. We will do subconscious things. We don't even know what we're doing, just so we can go back to our emotional baseline. So the reason why this Star card, Death, and the Three of Swords is here is because you guys got to really clear the space, understand that something amazing is coming to you here that's going to transform your life forever. But there is an element of letting someone by the way, this could be you with a third party for some of you as well. So make sure that, you know, with the star card and the advice from your spirit guides and take action, this is really taking action on the spiritual level, making sure that you're doing the visualizations, picture what it would feel like to be with this person. Do that so often that it becomes your baseline reality, and then boop, they pop into your reality because it's the metaphysical law of the law of attraction, right? So this is inner work. Take action on the inner game here and let someone deal with whatever they're dealing with. I feel like whatever third party's going on, it's going to fade away on its own here for the beginning of December, but I do sense the pickle that you guys are in. So now let's move on to the advice from your spirit guides, air signs. Let's clarify this death card. Why is this here? You also have to, you know, they say that every new phase of your life requires a new version of you. So the advice is to let go of your old identity and not let it hinder you, right? Sorrow to the Knight of Cups. Not let your own projections get in the way here. That's really half the battle, is just being open. But let's see, why is this death card here for the air signs? Let's see. I'm a little OCD with the card, sorry. Why is this death card here for the air signs? So the death card is clarified by the slowing down card, guys. Slowing down, Knight of Pentacles. That's a really interesting clarification here. You know, death to slowing down. So it's kind of an interesting combination. I feel like, you know, there's part of you that just wants to push forward and frantically take action to get this going. I feel like the advice from your spirit guides, though, is to slow down. Let the old you die. And really what this is that it's not going to die quickly. You know, this death process, letting go of sorrow from past romantic relationships, I feel like the divine plan, whoever this person is, the reason why this is going to happen in the next few months or a year from now is because there's still inner work that needs to be done. And the universe always knows best. So in other words, if this person just entered your life before you properly had this death experience, the death of letting go of your old identity, your current identity may not actually be able to handle this person. So understand that there's a slow death happening here. And this is the Knight of Pentacles. You have 3 knights in your reading now. And that would indicate to me with this slowing down card that you have to let it happen. And that's what I intuitively sense, but I kind of hate saying that because it's not really something that gets you guys excited. And I'm always here to boost your emotion. I'm here to give you a good time too. I'm here to entertain you, not just read your tarot. But right now, I just have to be honest. It's going to be a slow death, slow transformation. Let's clarify this 3 of Swords as well. Why is this 3 of Swords here in the advice position or the message from your spirit guides? I feel like this card is saying you got to let someone else deal with their own shit, but let's see. It's almost like both of you have like a trauma bond, like you guys have a similar experience that you're healing from for some of you. Why is this 3 of Swords here? We did have the receptivity card almost pop out. So it's like you got to be receptive to this person's own process here. Okay, now you have the burden here. Yeah, so whether it be you or the other person here, someone is holding on to heartbreak for sure, right? It's double clarified. We had the Knight of Cups by the Sorrow card. Now we have the 3 of Swords to the burden card. 2 mental cards here once again. So I feel like there's a situation where someone's being burdened. I feel like it has to do with this 5 of Wands understanding. There's clearly a third party here, okay? And if you don't know about it, now you probably do. If you don't have a third party, the person you're dealing with definitely does. Even if you're not mentally aware about it, you could probably intuitively feel into it. So burden here, someone's burdened by past heartbreak. So the only thing that's going to get in the way of you guys being together here is dragging the dreadful past into the present moment. Not properly doing the healing and letting go of your patterns here. So let's go ahead and clarify the star, and I'm going to ask Spirit, how can they heal? So this is going to be a clarification, but it's also going to be a little bit of a hybrid clarification. We're going to say, well, how can they actually do this? How can they let this past go? Let's see what Spirit has to say to that. All right, give me what you got, Spirit. Let's see. Why is this star card here? Hybrid clarification, please. Okay. I'm gonna do one more. Got some jumpers though. Okay, so this card is the first card that came out, is the trust card, guys. So this is realizing that all of the trauma that you go through in past romantic relationships, the reason why that happens is so that you can prepare yourself for the next person. If you really honestly look at your life, air signs, you always realize that any mistake you made in a romantic relationship, if you can learn from that experience, it always sets you up for success in your next relationship. It's how it works to the T every time. So there's something about trusting that you've learned a lot from this past heartbreak. If you're the person holding on to this burden, you've learned a lot. There's also interesting synchronicity where this burden card is pointing at the slowing down card. So there's someone who wants to let go of a third party but maybe can't. And then you also have this experiencing card for the star. This would indicate that you need to go out into nature to heal yourself. You know, anything to do with natural, change your diet, eat organic food, that can help heal the mind as well. Because everything's connected here. Make sure the information that you're taking in is positive, right? Don't watch anything that lowers your vibration here. This is just like practical healing. And the last card that wanted to pop out, oh my God, we have the patience card, guys. So, we have the patience card, and now we have the slowing down from the advice and messages from spirit. And I feel like this is where the hybrid answer came in, where it's like the best thing you could do right now is surrender. And surrender is an internal action. And so the reason why we get the take action card here is, for some of you, you have to know your situation, right? The situation is not the same for virtually every single one of you. Some of you may have to take a subtle action to remove this person of their burden. But for the vast majority of you, what I sense is this is internal action. People who meditate, they understand that meditation is a doing. It is an action. It is a discipline. It's not just sitting and doing nothing. So take action on your internal self. Make sure that you can fill up your own cup. And don't think that this person coming into your life is going to make you instantly happy. You have to be whole within yourself. Do that work so that when they come in, you will just have this little 10 of Cups happily ever after family. So it's interesting for Gemini, for Aquarius, and Libra. I feel like a lot of you guys, you've had similar themes. So it's great. It works really well together in this air signs reading. Let me know what you guys think of this style of reading. Instead of doing individual, I break it down into the elements. I do feel like this one came through very strongly. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Also, if you guys want more information on the beginning of December or your life in general, feel free to book a personal reading with me. You can find information on that in the description box of this video. Either way, I appreciate all you air signs. You guys are the best. And I'll talk to you next week on your next reading. Peace.